Hi, I'm Kylie Beta.
And I'm Ainsley Griggs.
We're the directors of Boiling People in My Coffee by Jonathan Ukich.
We have had an incredible time putting on this production, and we are so excited to share it here with you tonight. Although I will say it was quite the roller coaster getting to where we are now, but I wouldn't have had it any other way. Huge thank you to our actors who made this possible, and to my directing partner, who I would not be here without.
We'd also like to say a big thank you to our tech crew, our teachers, our wonderful theater community, and all of you joining us here tonight, whether that's in person or online. Thank you, and
We hope you enjoy the show.
Sometimes I think there are boiling people in my coffee. I know it's odd, but I tell you, I wonder. Small persons, tiny beings, in my coffee. Invisible to the eye, they are invisible to all the major senses. Very small, these people. Very, very small. Small brains, small hearts, small toes. Like Swift's Lilliputians, except smaller. Itty-bitty. Total size equals a tenth of an atom. A mere tenth, Donald. A single Tic Tac would crush millions. Shrimp would consume entire villages in massive gulps. Ants would use them as bowling balls. We're talking small, Donald. These are not big people. They're micro people. Yes, micro people. In my coffee. Boiling. Hello, micro people. I know you're there. Don't speak. Conserve your energy. I realize you must be in a great deal of pain at the moment. After all, you are boiling. I must apologize. You're so tiny that I didn't notice your micro community in my coffee pot. Therefore, naturally, I filled it with water and let it heat. You're so weak that I couldn't hear your tiny screams, and so small that I couldn't see your SOS. If I had, you may rest assured I would have stopped. Certainly, I would have stopped. Donald could do without his coffee for a day while you relocated, but I had no idea, you see? None at all. Until now. Oh, the agony you must be going through. I'll drink no more. I'm sorry for the friends and family I've already consumed, but I'll drink no more. No more. A ban on coffee in this household. I hereby disclaim all coffee in this household.
Dorian, are you talking to your coffee?
I'm not talking to the coffee, Donald. I'm talking to the micro people. Talking to the coffee would be silly.
Of course, dear.
They're boiling to death, the people in my coffee. Melting before my eyes so I can't really see them. They're in your cup, too.
Are they?
Yes. Be humane and drink milk this morning, all right?
But I don't like milk.
Do you hear me, Donald? With each sip, millions of innocent lives perish.
Let's talk about something else.
One sip, and whole generations go plunging to their peril in your coffee-ridden kidneys.
What's the weather?
Only to have their tiny, decayed corpses explode from your penal valve into the toilet and flush to their dishonorable sewage graves, never to be seen again.
You're making me sick, Dorian.
It's genocide. You sip and it's genocide. You sip and you're no better than Hitler, Franco, Mussolini, or any of those other mother forkers.
Dorian, please.
Matter of fact, you're worse. The worst monster to ever tread the earth.
You really think they're in here?
We cannot see their struggles nor hear their cries, but they are there. We are their micro-gods.
We are?
Feel their pain, answer their prayers.
Oh dear.
They pray. Do you hear them pray?
Bless them. Bless their little dot hearts.
Hanging tideless in our boiling coffee, our micro-people plead for a sympathetic superior. Will you show them mercy, or will you banish them with vengeance? Will you grant them liberty, or will you sip their civilization into oblivion, like the arrogant rat bastard that you are?
The love of everything holy.
Will you assert your obligation to them, or do you even care? Will you climb higher and higher, mightier and mightier, bathing with indifference? Or will you assert your obligation? Do you even know your obligation, Donald? Oh, please say you do.
I do.
Then assert it! Sense their piercing cries heard only by the coffee dolphins. Sense their melting hearts beating with heated anguish, longing for a coffee cruise ship. Ever hopeful they are to their last merciful gasp. Assert your obligation, Donald. Confirm their faith, hear their screams. By the power of God, they call, by the power of God. They plead for your obligation. By the power of God, by the power of God, by the power of God. Save them! You are obligated, Donald. By the power of God, save them.
My people, what have I done? Let me heal you. Let me heal you.
Donald,
Forgive me. Please.
Donald,
I've been distracting my wits. Oh, my people, forgive me.
Donald, you imbecile. We don't ask for their forgiveness. We ask for ours.
Sorry, Dorian. I'm sort of new at this.
Very gently, hand me your cup. That's it, slowly. Careful. There. All of them placed in the freezer. Lives may still be saved. Enough damage has been done. We all need a bit of rousing now and again. As Mr. C.S. Lewis once said, suffering is God's megaphone to rouse a deaf world. They'll learn. They'll never settle my coffee pot again. That's for damn sure.
There! My gallant follower! Be free! Be free!
Donald! What on earth are you doing?
Saving lives, my sweet.
Oh, you jackass! You'd been better off dead!
No, Dorian, look, I did good.
You did wrong. Look at them. Severely burned, wallowing in a wastebasket of Donald Gentry's breakfast? Well, they're free, all right. Free to your puke.
I guess I was caught in the spirit of mercy.
Shut up, Donald. You're pathetic, God. You know that? Pathetic.
I've only been gone for a few minutes, Dorian.
That's no excuse.
Isn't there some class I could take?
Well, you learn, they suffer.
Or a book I could read? I'm a quick reader.
Shut up, Donald, before I slap your face. What's done is done. Learn and move on. Mistakes happen.
Perhaps I could consume my puke again, ending their misery.
And perhaps I can slap your face? Let it be for now. I'll run a puke through the juicer later on. Possibly some healthy survivors will filter through it. Now, here's your milk. Drink it and settle down. I see you picked up Teddy last night.
Quite a task it was. Rain like cats and dogs.
Well, thank you, nonetheless, Donald. This is where he belongs.
He's home. That's what matters.
At his usual hangout, I presume?
The graveyard?
Yes.
Well, of course.
Same spot?
Same spot.
He simply loves the graveyard.
He certainly does. Most kids his age prefer the arcade or the lake, but Teddy remains devoted to the graveyard.
That's what makes him special.
Indeed.
He's hardly touched his breakfast. Teddy, Teddy, you haven't touched your breakfast. You love breakfast, Teddy. Donald, do you suppose Teddy's still dead?
Appears that way.
Damn.
Patience, Dorian.
Damn.
Give him time.
How does he expect to beat back death when he doesn't eat?
Going on 2 months now.
What's that?
Teddy being dead. 2 months now.
Has it been that long?
He's starting to decay
Nonsense.
and smell.
I haven't noticed.
There are bugs in his ears.
Maybe so. Maybe all this is true. But he's home. That's what matters.
Indeed. 6 times they forced me to dig him up.
That sheriff! That ignorant ape!
When will he learn?
Never. He'll never learn, Donald.
I'm afraid you're right.
Did anyone see you?
Only Mrs. Ratcliffe, but she's as blind as a bat. I'm doubtful the authorities will find out. I covered my tracks this time.
You said that last time, Donald.
Ah. But this time I remember to refill his grave with dirt. No one will know.
Did you turn his coffin in the grave before you filled it?
His coffin?
Yes, Donald.
Teddy's coffin?
Yes, Donald. You didn't, did you?
His coffin must have slipped my mind. It was raining, you see. We were in a rush.
I thought as much.
Are you going to slap my face?
No, Donald dear. We're not. You brought my Teddy home. That's all that matters.
Who could that be?
I suppose it's that sheriff. That ignorant ape.
Coming to take Teddy back to the graveyard.
Quick, we've no time. Hide him.
Where?
Anywhere, Donald. Use your brain.
You're my brain!
Oh, Sheriff Tooley, what a comforting surprise. What brings you out to see us this fine Sunday morning?
Where is he?
Why, Donald's right here.
Not in the mood, Mrs. Gentry. Where's the corpse?
Why, I know Donald's a tad old-fashioned, but there's no need to call him names.
When will you people learn?
Learn what, Sheriff?
He's dead.
Who's dead?
Don't play games. This is the 6th time.
My wife asked the question, Sheriff.
Your son? Your son is dead.
But we've known that for months now, Sheriff.
Then why do you keep digging him up?
Exercise. I've lost 5 pounds since his death.
You're a couple of crazy turds.
Turds?
Crazy
I'm not quite sure I know what a turd is.
turds. Maybe crazy turds isn't the right choice of words.
A turd I'm familiar with. A crazy turd I'm not so sure.
You know what? I'll get the dictionary.
That's not necessary, Mrs. Gentry.
I'll be back.
Mrs. Gentry!
Don't worry, Sheriff. She'll be back.
Don, listen. I think I've been more than understanding to this point. This has got to stop, or I'm going to have to take steps I'd rather not have to take. And I'm not talking a slap on the wrist either. I'm talking serious consequences. Am I clear?
Crystal,
Do you know what people are saying, Don?
that I've lost weight.
They're saying enough is enough.
Enough of what, Sheriff?
You're killing the town each time you dig your boy up. You're destroying the town. Not to mention my social life.
I know what you're thinking. You're thinking we're the ones who dug him up. Well, it wasn't us this time.
Then who was it, Don?
You! You did it!
Don't be ridiculous.
Don't play dumb with me, Sheriff. I know your ways. It's the perfect crime. Dig him up and pin it on us. Oh, you're crafty. Crafty as a fox.
Don, what's under the blanket?
What blanket?
On the sofa?
What sofa?
That sofa.
That sofa.
What's under the blanket?
What blanket?
That blanket?
That blanket on that sofa?
Yes, what's under it?
Rocks.
Rocks, huh?
Special rocks.
You mind if I take a
Yes,
peek?
they're very fragile. They're made of dinosaurs.
Those don't look like fossils, Don.
Look at him. My God, look at him.
Why don't you let him rest, Don?
He's been resting for 2 months now, Sheriff. Enough is enough. You know, when I dig him up, I don't look at him. I mean, I look at him, but I don't look at him. 6 times you forced me to dig him up, and each time I've managed not to look at him. I grab him, throw him over my shoulder, and I walk home. I put him on the couch, eat my breakfast, and that's where he stays until you come and take him. Sometimes it's taking me a few days to get here. And during that time, Teddy remains motionless on the couch, unfailingly dead. But I've never looked at him. It's become his routine of shaving or mowing the lawn, but I never have. But right now, Sheriff, I'm looking at him, and He doesn't look good.
Don, I'll say it again. For the town, for yourself, and for Teddy. Let him rest.
I can't find it. I've searched up and down the letter T, and I can't find the word turd anywhere. Sheriff, perhaps you could... Donald? Where did Sheriff Tooley go?
He left
With Teddy?
with Teddy.
I suppose he'll return him to the graveyard.
I suppose.
Teddy likes the graveyard.
He does.
I do wish the sheriff would ask for permission. We are the boy's parents, you know?
Sheriff's making an ape, Dorian.
That's what I've always said.
And you've always been right.
You'll take care of it later. Won't you, Donald?
Of course, dear.
Would you look at what I found in the dictionary?
What's that, dear?
Don't you know?
I only see a blank page.
You're such a dope, Donald. You mean to say you don't notice the micro people?
Micro people?
Right here, on this page. Whoever used the dictionary last, I believe it was you, slammed the hardcover shut, thus blending empires of micro people on page 943.
Don't start, Dorian.
Look at the carnage you've caused! Micro men, women, and children crushed because of your negligence. Micro puppies and kitties denied the opportunity to become micro dogs and cats because of your apathy.
You're going to make me cry, Dorian.
What's it going to take to turn you into a decent god, Donald? Death? Is it going to take death, Donald?
Well, maybe if the micro people had a little sense about them, they wouldn't settle in a dictionary. Where shutting is necessary. They're asking to be crushed. They're putting themselves in the best possible positions to be crushed, demolished, destroyed. You want to blame someone, Dorian? Blame the blasted micro people. They're the troublesome piss ants who haven't got a clue when it comes to migrating.
They're all over!
Why do you waste your time with them?
Because they need me!
Get a hobby, Dorian.
They look up to me!
Join a club.
I give them purpose!
But you're nothing but a lowly housewife, Dorian.
They don't know that.
They do. Deep down, I promise you, they do. How can you call yourself a god when you didn't even finish high school?
I don't call myself God. They do.
What did they have to choose from? Gerbils?
Why are you behaving this way?
I don't like being blamed for something that wasn't my fault. I haven't opened the dictionary in months.
I wasn't blaming you, Donald. I was teaching you. The micro people and we need your help.
Dorian, it's time we start facing certain facts.
Help the micro people?
About the micro people. About our lives. About Teddy.
You know, it's a horrible thing to attempt to look up a word in the dictionary only to discover a flattened civilization. You can imagine my fright! 1 second looking for the word turd, the next being bombarded with a tiny world of crushed beings. It took all of me to keep from screaming. There's only so much the eyes and the heart can take.
Dorian, there are facts.
Only so much, Donald.
Facts we need to discuss.
Only so much boiling coffee on our skin before we just give up and drown. Only so much heat, so much lost flesh, where the pain of the struggle outweighs the delight of the reward. No more talk for now, Donald, please.
All right, Dorian.
Enough is enough.
Enough is enough. I guess I should get on down to the graveyard. It's best to dig them up before the dirt hardens.
Do you think you could pick up some eggs on your way?
Of course, dear.
Donald,
Yes, dear?
what is a turd anyway?
It's a piece of shit.
I thought as much.
and this
And
is
my name is Isabel, and
We-
we have directed.
The Thunder.
Most fair.
No, we
We have directed Love's
The
Most
Thunder.
I wanted it to be Love's
and I wanted it to be the
This
Thunder.
is closing the night. We
You
can't.
two could not agree on a name, so we decided to call it the Untitled Siren Project.
And we directed the Untitled Siren Project.
Funny story.
A really funny story. So we used to be friends.
Really close friends.
Best friends. So we thought we would write and direct together.
That was a mistake.
Mistake. We couldn't agree on anything. We couldn't agree on an ending, a title,
An
an
ending. Because I wrote this ending that came full circle, and I was really in love with it, and I just thought it made
Yeah,
so
and
much
my
sense.
ending is the
for
ending
this
the
story.
audience wants to see. Trisha Todd said my ending was better.
For God's sake, just flip a coin.
And thank you for our lovely stage manager, Blue Shorts, Trisha Todd and Marjorie Anderson, and all of the other lovely cast crew and technical who were able to help us. Thank you to everyone except for Isabel.
Thank you to everyone except for Z.
All right, I'm calling tails.
Heads.
Tails!
Fine.
And a minor content warning for large amounts of washable fake blood. Enjoy the show!
I told you there was an island. awful nice one, too.
I don't know, Captain. Something about this place feels off. Oh, where's that music coming from?
You hear the music? Almost welcoming us.
Welcoming? When half the last time you've been welcomed anywhere?
I have been welcomed into the arms of...
Forget I asked, Captain.
Incredible. Whoever could such a tune be coming from?
Captain, I know you're no myth lover, but...
I love myths. Just not believe in them. A sailor won't swim if he's worried about sea creatures, may he?
Well, sure, but you remember the old scriptures, yes? Sirens lurk in the dark
The
depths.
dark depths of the pupils as they lurk at the bottom of the sea. Yes.
And there's a mysterious, mythical music, seemingly luring thou in.
Yes. Music. Sounds lovely, doesn't it?
Captain,
It must be a beautiful lady. I'll be right back.
crew! All hands on deck! Oh my god!
Pardon me, ma'am. Are you well?
Well, of course I am, sailor.
Who might thou be?
My apologies. Captain Cutthroat of the Devil's Dancer. Dost thou know of me?
No. Cutthroat is thy name?
Legally, no, but none I do is legal anyways.
A nickname then?
From slitting innocent throats?
Yes, and I wouldn't really bid them that.
Is thou not a pirate? Is that not what pirates do? Slaughter a village, take the women, waste their earnings?
I see you had a terrible run-in with mankind. That is not what I or my crew resolved to do, you know.
Then why is thou here?
My crew was restless. None of them are trained sailors, just civilians. Not if the ship is all they need. I'd have screwing up or screwing around. I know how it is.
So, thou aren't here to harm me?
I simply heard thy music. Enchanting, by the way. Art thou warm? I'm simply sweltering.
Why, thou art a woman?
Thou seem a fellow revolutionary. I hope ye wouldn't mind.
I don't, but how?
There's a reason they speak of me as Captain Cutthroat.
Fought thy way in with violence, yes?
Only way I could escape. May you blame me, darling. You see, once I was a lady, although only half as fair as you, my dear. I spent my days wandering around the palace, learning not more than how to listen to orders. Forced to know only blind obedience to the men who I served. Men, they... Anyways, the only time I spent with adventure was when I was stolen away. Alas, my captors would hardly spare me a glance, let alone allow me out of my cell. I was simply a pawn in a game I could not be bothered to understand. One day, I had it. No more rules, no more cages, no more formalities, no more men. And then at night, I'd taken the fork from my supper, twisting it until the lock on my cage clicked. Next all it took was a simple flick of the wrist, and there was 2 dead bodies below my feet. I saw their ship in. Well, darling, the rest is history.
You killed for freedom?
Yes. Pirate's life is not one of glamour, but it is one of adventure. A life that you could have too if you join me. Captain, Captain, come hither with urgency!
Oh! What? Snoggle says a storm is brewing.
Oh, pirate! Thou had him right there, lured, baited, vulnerable. What befell our plan?
Her. I had her.
Doth it matter? Would she were a man, would she not have done the same as the others? We vowed to take revenge on the men who did this to us.
But women, they were nary part of this.
Her name, she slits throats for wealth. Selfish, selfish, selfish.
Escape, she said. Escape from men?
Does thou think she attacks villages or bobbling ships? Why does thou think she's so enamored with us? She will use us for her selfish desires, like him. Him.
I don't want to think about him.
She saunters into our home the same way he did our tavern.
Stop it!
His voice was so velvety.
Please!
What an opportunity, he said, a life of luxury.
He said he loved us!
He lied. Even the ocean he threw us in couldn't wash away the feelings of...
Stop it! Stop it right now!
Captain, please! Dare you hear her? Oh, the sweet melody she'd sing to keep our restless crew at bay.
Golly gosh, Cutthroat, the woman is a siren! When will you learn? Stop thinking about what is past her petticoat and start thinking about the intentions past her eyes.
Well, I would have you know that she is not wearing a petticoat.
Captain, you know that is not the point. I am trying to save you from a horrible, horrible death.
Your tone sounds as if you were jealous, Ashby. Besides, if she truly were a siren, she would have killed me already. Methought ye knew mythology.
Perhaps she is just waiting for the rest of the crew. Captain, thou once told me that she would do anything for thy crew if they wrought what you wanted. We have done all of that, and more. And now you're content to risk our lives in order to court a woman?
Court? Who said anything about?
Captain, we're not stupid! Thou loves her the same way man loves woman, don't thee? It's not worth the risk.
Oh, no.
So thou agrees? Leave her behind?
Well, if thou art wrong, we're leaving a woman to die on an island. Alone. How of all people must know the plight? Take them ere it's too late.
Love me? Yet how?
They're leaving on quickly. The crew is exhausted.
A life with her, away from it all, sailing and swimming daily. May you imagine?
She will use us as a toy to keep her ravenous crew satisfied. Imagine the possibilities. Fair maiden.
Thou stayed?
Yes, yes, I couldn't leave you behind. No, stop lying to me. I promise you I'm not. Yet what dost thou crave, mine body? I wish to recruit thou, darling.
Recruit?
In what shall thou use me for? I have never believed in magic until I met thou. To be all that thou is, it's divine. I know thou art more than human. I know thou desire brutal and deadly things to the men who have given you harm. Yet I say that I'll give you that and more. You may live on my ship, we'll travel the globe, take on the largest pirate ships thou desires. As long as you sing for mine crew when their sanity is low. Live wild and free, my love. My love?
Is it true? Thou burn for me the same way a man burns for a woman?
Yes. Yet I can forget my love if need be. Hell, I'll leave my ship and place the first mate in charge. Whatever thou wants to keep my crew and myself happy.
What is your name?
My name?
Surely you can't love me. You don't know my name as I don't yours.
You're the famed Lorelei, right? I've heard you telling folk songs, old mythology scriptures.
So you do know me.
But I still don't know you. All right. Viola Stoll, forever at your service.
Captain!
Ashby, you stayed?
Our ship is being torn to shreds! The score of us!
Thank God. My love, I wish we had more time. I need an answer, anon.
What if she's lying?
What if she's not? What if we can live wild and free?
Tails.
Your answer, my love?
I'm sorry.
Please, I promise you. You can't.
Vengeance. Vengeance upon the sailors who did this to us.